Right, Professor. I decided to use that background area of a right triangle, and I wanted my rule to be place 1 point and connect with two perpendicular lines going to the left and the bottom. So I started here with a random slider N from my point C, so it would stay within that 10 by 10 boundary, and then I found D so that it would stay within that right triangle area there. So we can place those points, show you. Then I knew that I was defining area and perimeter, so I found that area parameter equations made C equals L because C was going to be the X value, while height would equal D, which would be the Y value. So we can plot those points. So then came down here to make the draggable model. You made a new slider E and F and plotted that point there, and bounded it to be within that right triangle area as well. And then we connected the points to just so that we would create all our quadrilaterals there, and then got that point in the scatter plot region to reflect those, show the relationship between the area and perimeter there. So then I went along, noticed that the curved line here is created by all the squares. So could find that equation of that line using derivations. And we had the 0 and the y equals 20 boundary there as well. So I decided on my something else that I wanted to do something that would play and travel across the boundary region of the scatter plot there. So I knew that I would need these three lines because squares create that curved line. Following this hypotenuse follows this right boundary, and this y-axis follows this boundary at the bottom here. So I knew that I needed to find a couple things here, so we decided to define B as a piecewise function so that this slider T down here would travel along this line, and then switch from this line from 0 to 5 go from here, 5 to 10 go from here, 10 to 20 go down to here. So I knew that I needed to find another letter G here for this point to travel down that line. As you can see here, we got that point to travel across that line nicely. And then I wanted to create that point that corresponds to that on the scatter plot region as well. So we got this point, 2 times B plus 2 times T, comma B times T. And then I know that I needed to plot this point as well to correspond with that, because we needed this point to travel back to 0 over here as well. Then I noticed something funny when I created my polygon to show the quadrilaterals that go along with all of this, that once I hit 10 up here, I had 0 comma G right here first, and from 10 to 20 it just created a straight line from 0 to 20 up here. So I know that I needed to create define another letter with this piecewise function so that the quadrilaterals would travel down to 0 with that point there. All right.